welcome to my channel. Today I will be doing a storytime mukbang. I know y'all looking at me like, I thought your first video was supposed to be a Q&A. It was, but why do a Q&A when y'all kept on asking me the same questions? The question I got asked the most was, have you ever been into a fight, or when was your first fight? So today's story time is going to be on my first fight. So my first fight, I was in 4th or 5th grade. I used to live in this little small town called Humboldt. So it's this girl that I used to hang around all the time in school, and we used to go to the Boys and Girls Clubs together too after school. I used to hang around her all the time. People used to tell us we looked alike, so we started calling each other sisters. You know, we used to hang around each other all the time and everything. So one day at the Boys and Girls Club, y'all, when I say I was not in the mood for nobody, I was not in the mood for nobody. So, like, when you go in our Boys and Girls Club, it's like we had different rooms that we go to. Like, we switch rooms every 30 minutes or so. So, like, we had computer room, art room, game room, gym, racquetball room, stuff like that. So, we were in game room. And, like, the way our game room is set up, it's like, okay, so when you first walk in, it's like the game room administrator, his desk was up there. Then, like, on the wall, like, in front of his desk, he had, like, the PlayStation, Xbox, the Connect, the Wii. Then on this side, he had, like, Connect for, like, all the board games. And then if you walk on down, in the middle of the, like, room, it was, like, pool tables and stuff like that. And then, like, if you go to the very back, we had this, like, little corner over here where we called the box, because, you know, that's where everybody used to get the fight in. Everybody used to go kissing or whatever, because it was, like, a spot over there, like, where the teacher couldn't see us. And then across from that was, like, the chill area. So I was back there where the chill area was. I was chilling by myself. Like, I didn't want to be bothered that day. So she came over there and was like, you know, what's wrong with you? I was like, nothing, I just don't want to be bothered. Can you leave me alone? She was like laughing, hee hee hee, girl, what's wrong with you? Again, I was like, leave me alone, I don't want to be bothered. So just when she had walked off, so, like, once I gathered myself back together or whatever, and, you know, I was like, you know, I pushed her off, you know, I shooed her away. I felt like I was being a little bit too harsh. Y'all was in 4th, 5th grade. And I felt like I was a little bit too harsh. So I went over to apologize. I was like, Kyla, I'm sorry. She was, like, over there in the box area. So I went over there and I was like, Kyla, yeah, we're gonna call her Kyla in the story. I was like, Kyla, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude, da da da. She was like, girl, get out of my face. I was like, all I did was try to apologize, and she pushed me. So I had pushed her back, and after I had pushed her back, we had got to fighting, but didn't nobody see this. So as we had to fight, she ran and started running her mouth. Oh, y'all, me and Kayla just got to fight in. Da da da. So everybody started running towards me. Like, the group of girls that we used to hang around at the Boys and Girls Club, they all came running towards me. It was like, Kayla, you and Kyla just got to fight in. And I was like, yeah. They was like, how was y'all? And I was like, we was fighting. What y'all mean? How was we? You know, like, what do y'all mean? So, like, when we were over there, like, so Kyla had came back over there. They was like, y'all go around two. Let us see how y'all was. So we was fighting, like, and then she, like, I had beads in my hair, y'all. I had just got my hair done. I had beads in my hair. The first time when nobody went over there, she didn't pull my hair. But when they come over there, she had pulled my hair, some of my beads that came out. And so my beads that came out, and then, like, the bell for us to change, like, stations or whatever had rang. So we had went on downstairs, you know, like, act like ain't nothing happened. We went on about our day. And so everybody that was, like, in our little class, they was like, oh, Kyla, we heard you got your beads snatched out. So the girls that was watching us fight the second time was like, Kyla, you can fight and all, but you lost because you got your beads snatched out. So, you know, I'm like, y'all saying I lost because I got my beads snatched out. So we was like, we had asked our art teacher, because that's the class we had went to after the game room. We was like, can we go back up to the game room after we had finished our little drawing or whatever? So me, her, and the girls that we was hanging around or whatever, we went back up to the game room and we met in the box. So we had went around 3. So while we was going around 3, the game room teacher had saw us. So he had came around the corner and we all was acting like ain't nothing happened. He was like, what's going on back here? We was like, nothing. He was like, I already saw y'all fighting, so who was he? So, you know, at first we all just get to looking around like who was he? Who was he? You know, wasn't nobody back here fighting, we were just playing. So, he was like, I already saw who it is, so y'all either tell it now or everybody going down. So, the 3 girls that had come over there to watch us fight, they was like, it was them too. So me and Kyla had to go downstairs to the administrator. So when Kyla went into the administrator office first, and then they had talked to her. So then this when she had came out and I had went in, and they was like, can you tell me what happened? And I was like, nothing happened. And they was like, well, she told us that y'all was just playing, you know, it wasn't nothing serious. I was like, yeah, we were just playing. It wasn't nothing serious. She was like, well, I'm gonna have to suspend both of y'all because, you know, we don't tolerate horse playing because horse playing can get serious. So when we went to school the next day, Kyla had, you know, was in the highway, you just talking about it. She was like, yeah, I beat up Live Porter, B-Cell, you know, I'll do it again, da, da. This how I found, this was my first lesson learned, y'all. If people that say they're your friends are really not your friends. This was my first lesson I ever learned. So, she was talking all this stuff. So, you know, I walked by, like, act like I didn't hear her, and I was going to my next class. So, once I went to my next class, she was in there. We sat beside each other. Like I said, we used to be friends. We took half of our classes together. You know, we did everything together, sat by each other at lunch together, all of that. So, you know, she was talking to me in the class. She was like, hey, girl, da, 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 da. How many days you get suspended for? You know, trying to make up a little petty conversation. So I was like, I just heard you talking about me in the hallway. And she was like, no, I wasn't. So a couple more weeks went by and we ended up getting back going to the Boys and Girls Club. So at the Boys and Girls Club, you know, the administrator had brought both of us back in there on our first day back. And she was like, you know, we talked to some of your fellow peers that was watching the fight, and they said that y'all weren't playing. But since y'all said y'all were playing and y'all know what y'all were doing, then we're just going to leave it at that, but we don't want it to happen again. So, when we, you know, go on to our stations or whatever, the girls who were instigating the fight came up to us and it was like, so y'all back cool, da, da, da. And I had walked off because, you know, I'm like, this girl was just talking about me, that's trying to be our buddy. Then these girls trying to egg it on, you know. So I had left it alone. So then when we had went back to school the next day after we had got accepted back into the Boys and Girls Club, I was walking to get on the bus, the Boys and Girls Club bus, and Kyla had pushed me. She had nudged me again. So, you know, I'm like, you know, I can't get suspended from school, so I'm just going to wait till we get back to the Boys and Girls Club because, you know, I can go to the Boys and Girls Club and fight. I can just get suspended. It ain't going against my school record, nothing like that. So, game room, we meet in the box once again, y'all. So, you know, I was like, so why you push me at school? She was like, they had dared me to do it. They was going to pay me $1, da, 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 da. So I had pushed her back and she had fell. And like the way the box is set up, it's like literally like a little open and it looked like a box. So when I had pushed her, she had hit this side of the box wall. And she had got up and just walked off. And then the next thing you know, the teacher had come back there where I'm at. And he was like, you know, what's going on back here? All I know is a student come up to me, was holding her head, talking about her head hurting. And I was just like, we were playing and she fell. So he believed the story that she fell. And yeah, we haven't talked since then.
Make sure y'all go like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.